we're just inside the UTS today. It's there's going to be a protest, say no to Pauline Hanson protest, which will be students say no to Pauline Hanson. And so I've come in the back way through the back of UTS, and I can hear some. The Sydney Uni students apparently going to march down to here, and then they'll all continue marching on from here. But I heard a bit of megaphone noise, but I can't really see anyone. So I'm not sure. I thought I'd cut them off at the pass by turning up here, but I think I've kind of missed the. Can hear them. Maybe they've gone the other way. Look. All right. How about I? So it's the 13th of August, 2026. Here's the bikes. I usually do the bikes at the end, but might as well do them while I'm here. So yeah, they're ahead. Oh, okay. Well, they're somewhere. I don't know where they are. Anyway, let's go and find out. Okay, well, they're just ahead of me. I thought it was going to be, there's supposed to be 10,000 people and, you know, the whole street was going to be shut down, etc. But the reality is it's just it's quite a small group. You can see the sign there, UTS contingent here. So they're marching up to Town Hall. So I don't know, either the Sydney Uni ones have joined them already. Here's the poster on the right here next to this guy. There's more coming up as well. But yeah, this is it's a lot smaller than I thought it was. It would seem to be 20, 30 people or something, maybe, unless I can't see around the corner. But we're coming up to Railway Square now. Let's continue on. So they're coming down now. This is Railway Square. A few school kids got off the bus and joined them, but it's a very limited number of people. All right, oh, perfect time, 2 trams. But they're heading along at a reasonably cracking pace. They're down now. This is the Great Southern Hotel, which is pretty much called Haymarket, I would call it, or Chinatown, one or the other. And there is, again, like not a massive contingent. Oh, I timed that perfectly to miss it with the trams. But well, yeah, that's it. That's kind of, we're in front of the hotel now. I'm not sure if it's the 2 groups or the one, for just the UTS or both, but I've tried to get into this pub, but it's all bloody closed. Just can get a side window here. Talk about shit timing. And then the whole bloody, it's all the lift is out of order. It's down the steps again. All right, now I'm well behind and out of puff. All right, let's continue. All right, well, they're on their the last leg now, just outside the event cinema. The numbers haven't seemed to have swollen, but I have seen some other kids with little signs walking the other way, so I guess they got out off school early and came into town and having a wander around. So yeah, these are very short clips, and I'm always out of breath, but anyway, let's see how we go at the other end. They really are setting a cracking pace, and I haven't even had a chance to complain about the bikes too much yet, but I'll do it on the way home. So that's an example of these kind of kids loitering around waiting, having the day off after getting their note signed, and heading up to Town Hall. But then you've got other kids, which I think they're from the private schools in the city here, so they're just going about their business. That's a fairly regular sight though now. It looks like a tiny kind of a little a rickshaw thing. It's a bike with a complete cover over it. All right, so let's head up and we'll see. Maybe there's a giant, the 10,000 are up at Town Hall already. It's about 11:45. We'll see what happens when we get there. All right, so we are at Town Hall. Well, there's quite a few more here. I wouldn't put it to the 10,000 number, but and then this is the contingent, the UTS contingent, as far as I know, plus a few straggling school kids that joined in on the way, and they're just arriving now. Probably to big applause, yeah, a little hand waving. Yeah, some applause going on. But and then the Falun Gong people are still there, trying to do their business. Yeah, it's a interesting. And then there's a Donald Trump. Oh no, it's not Donald Trump. They repurposed. They used to have a Donald Trump one that looks like that, but this is the Pauline Hanson one now. Head. and everyone's arrived now. A bit of chanting and that's it. I think for now they're about maybe a lot of cheering going on. They're maybe 15 minutes earlier than the estimated time of kickoff. So we'll see what happens the next little while. There's a fair number of cops. This cop's saying just don't block the path, walking through, get out of the way. And most people are obedient, of course. Let's wait and see what happens. All right, well, it's nearly time to kick off. More kids coming in with their signs. The cops have kind of pushed everyone down into the bottom here now. So I'd say it will be held. It's not going to be held in this front part, because I think if the numbers are smaller, they can have it here. But when the numbers swell, they have it down there. So you've got the stage set up and everything down there. So it's going to be down there. It's about time. So the numbers will swell. Still, people will be late coming from school or whatever. Odin, their CM. These are the riot squad guys. Don't think they're. Oh, look at this! They've got the tables and chairs set up here for the lunchtime crowd. So they're just randoms having their lunches. And quite a lot of kids coming in today. There's quite a lot of school children coming in, because I believe they had I didn't see it, but I believe they had a note, like a sick note thing. They've had it before for the climate, students against climate and students against, or students for Palestine or something or other. Some other ones, I think it was the climate one, students for climate, they had one. And it's exactly outside this very, very swish, I think it's called St. Andrew's, named after the cathedral here, a very swish sort of private school. Here we go, someone's up there. All right. I'd say it'll be a bit of chanting to start with.
We're gonna get started soon. But I thought we could.
There's quite a bit of media up there getting photos. And then these are the private school kids just in the background who are just out for lunch from their class, and there's no chance they'll be taking part. It's all this is very empty. Having some microphone issues right now.
happening around the country today. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have a lot to learn from the bravery and the defiance of these students, and we're going to need to stand together to fight against Pauline, Hanson and the far right.
I think they're getting support from those kids up the top. Oh, there's more up the roof. I'm sorry, they must have a netted area for the sports.
that, you know, the media have gone crazy over the fact that high schoolers are walking out of school. We've been called brainwashed, you know, the education minister has said that we should stay in school and study instead of at work. Who's really in charge and who really has the correct politics right now. Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! racism and giving confidence to every far-right speak to action their disgusting thoughts. Shame! She's watching Trump's America, Nigel Farage's Reform UK, and the fascist far-right governments all across Europe. She is watching their every move, nodding her head and drooling. She wants... She wants a world where your neighbour gets kidnapped or even killed by the Gestapo ICE. She wants... classmates to be deported because of their religion or the colour of their skin. She wants a world where migrants and people of colour feel afraid to step outside their homes because they'll be attacked for how they look. So a couple of weeks ago, she met up with notorious neo-Nazi Tommy Robinson. Interact with, but that hasn't stopped Hanson, a figure who has been responsible for fascist far-right marches and pogroms in the UK, calling for migration and the ethnic cleansing of the UK. Shame! Recently, Tommy Robinson was responsible for race riots of hundreds across Northern Ireland, going door to door, terrorising the homes of immigrants. There were riots where houses and cars of migrants were doxed and burnt all across Belfast. And these racists, as they were going through every house of a migrant, were chanting, "Send them back!" Shame! We have seen in Belfast, in response to the horror of the race riots, the next day, 20,000 people came out to stand against racism and in solidarity with the migrant community that was attacked. Just like you guys, ordinary people who have no interest in racism came out to show that there is hope, culminating in the biggest anti-racist protest in Belfast's history. We've seen in Minneapolis in the US, in response to the murderous ICE militias deployed by Trump, the whole city went on general strike. All the schools, airports, workplaces were shut down, and in minus 20-degree weather, we saw a beautiful display of solidarity. They shut down the whole city to say, we won't accept violence and the racism of the Trump's regime, pushing ICE out of their city. So we have a responsibility here, I think. A responsibility to continue the fight. So our vision of the future wins. A future where the oppressed are liberated. A future where the humanity of ordinary people shapes the world. A future where the far right ceases to exist.
turnout today on Gadigal land. Give yourself a massive cheer. I acknowledge that we are all here on First Nations land, and when I say always was, you say always will be. Always was!
Always will be!
Always was!
Always will be!
Always was!
Always will be!
We are here on Gadigal land, and can I ask you to make some noise if you are currently skipping school? And put up your hand if this is the first rally you have ever been to. Can I just say that many decades ago, the first thing that took me out on the streets of Sydney as a teenager was Pauline Hanson and her racist agenda. As one of the signs out here says, you should not still have to be protesting against this shit. I'm Jenny Leong and I represent the Greens, and I would like to say that I embody Pauline Hanson's worst nightmare. I would never have got involved in politics if it wasn't for Pauline Hanson. And so I hope when she looks at this crowd gathered here in Sydney, and when she looks at the young people gathered around this country, she realises just how many more nightmares for herself she is creating. Now we know that we do not need One Nation or Pauline Hanson in this country. Not just for the racism, not just for the division, not just for the bigotry, and not just for the hatred that she spouts from her mouth every single day to advance her own self-interest and personal power. But we do not need more of One Nation in this country, because we know that around the world the rise of the far right is a terrifying reality that we are seeing play out. Because we know that the rise of racism and the rise of discrimination against Indigenous people, against migrants, against refugees, against people whose skin colour is not white continues to rise, and it continues to cause so much harm. But if you scratch the surface of someone like Pauline Hanson or Donald Trump, what you see, I don't think it's a coincidence they're both associated with orange, but I don't know what that's about. But what you will see is actually a failure of the major parties in this country and around the world to listen to the needs of our communities and the people. That actually the failure of the mainstream political parties in this country and around the world to cap rents, to deal with the rising cost of everything, to somehow make housing completely unaffordable, to make HECS too big, to fail to fund our public schools and our public healthcare and our public education adequately, means that we see people turn to blame immigrants and refugees for the problem. When we know that the real problem are the billionaires. We know that the real problem And you need to promise me that you will talk to your friends and you will make sure that when they are feeling like the system is crushing them and everything in our democracy is fucked, that you do not let them disengage. Because that is what Pauline, Hanson and the major parties want. Old politics wants you not to give a shit about democracy. But actually, if we take back our democracy and we take back our community and we say to them, you are the problem, not the migrants, not the refugees, but indeed you and your billionaire mates are the issue, and we are going to boot you out, then we will know that the next generation has stepped up. And can I tell you that the strength and the power in this here town hall square right now makes me know that yes, we will win. I'm Jenny Leong, the Greens member for Newtown, and shout out to Newtown Performing Arts High, who I think is here.
Racist, sexist, anti-queer, Hanson is no welcome here. Racist, sexist, anti-queer, Hanson is no welcome here. Racist, sexist, anti-queer, Hanson is no welcome here. It's pretty simple. We don't want fascism in Australia. universities, into our workplaces, extend it onto the streets, and rebuild the traditions of protest and striking that can truly change the world. So when they attack workers and migrants, students and the press, we can make it impossible for their system to function. We say that until we're all free, they're not going to get a single moment's peace. Pauline Hanson is determined to make her vision of capitalism come true. She isn't moderating her politics and her fascist rhetoric, and yet she still has the backing of the billionaires, the deference of the media, and the far-right activists on her side. She doesn't even need to be in power or popular for her politics to shape the direction that capitalism is heading in. The rise of the far right is a systemic problem, so we need an entire system change. Going back to the status quo is not going to save us. The political mainstream got us here in the first place. As socialists, we don't want to just make peace with the system that has given us fascism over and over and over again. But nothing will change if we sit and wait for it to happen. Only we can save ourselves.
everybody. Amazing to see this many people come out and say who we don't like. As said, I'm a Year 12 high school student. My parents were a part of the Velvet Revolution in 1989. In Czechoslovakia, students across the country protested against the Red Army's presence in their cities. They saw injustice, death, and oppression, and persuaded the public that the regime had to go. 10 days of protests, hundreds of thousands of students strong, and after those 10 days, they made the president resign. In 1943, the White Rose students spearheaded a graffiti and leaflet campaign against Nazi Germany in Munich. They were captured by the Gestapo and indicted for high treason. But not before millions of their pamphlets were dropped over the city by Allied planes. In their home, the Junta. Their actions were a pivotal part in the persecution of the leaders. Pauline, Hanson, and One Nation are the next in a long line of far-right actors, motivated by greed and self-interest. Her policies are discriminatory, anti-worker, and anti-environment, and come from the mouth from billionaires like Gina Reinhardt. One Nation is afraid of us, just like the Nazis, just like the junta, and just like the Red Army were afraid of their students. They are afraid of us for standing up for what we believe in and who we say no to. Students have always been at the forefront of the fight against fascism, but they call us indoctrinated and naive. They say all we want is a day off of school. But would you say that to the students of the past? We have power beyond our education. We have power in these streets. Students have always been at the forefront of this fight against fascism, and we need to continue to be right here, letting everyone know who and what we stand and fight against. Thank you very much.
That we're having right now to the historic fight against the far right, but also against the incredible long history of high schoolers standing up against injustice across the world. for it. They're building their forces, they're recruiting activists, they're polling at 30% right now across Australia. Just a month ago, Barnaby Joyce got up at an anti-abortion rally and he spoke to a crowd of 10,000 anti-abortion bigots, and he said, I want all of you to be volunteers on election day for One Nation. We're going to build an army. Well, we say, I think there's a few thousand people here. There are tens of thousands of us across the country today. We say we are going to be an army of working class people, of students, we're going to build an army of socialist activists who are going to go out
now, so I might move towards the front, as she just said. So they said around the block, which I'm assuming will be, I don't know, just from up here, I hope. I'm heading up here. Okay. Okay, so towards the Woolworths, which is just opposite, and then around the block to the right, which will be pretty much, what have we got here? George Street, Park Street, Pitt Street, and Bathurst Street, and back to George. If I'm, I should know it all by now. All right. So they don't have, I don't know if the cops are ready for it, or they know it's going to happen, or it's, I'm assuming the cops must know it's going to happen, or they're here. But yeah, here's the big, so the big cop, he looks a little bit confuddled. I don't know if he knows, I'm not sure if they were aware it was going to march, but they're coming up. They're not going to stop it, I don't think. Oh yeah, he's talking to Jasmine, who's one of the organisers. She's the PAG lady. Yeah, and they do have the cops down there. So it is organised. It is organised. Here they come. He's texting. All right, boys, they're on the way now. Everyone get in position. We are incoming. This. Oh, is this a One Nation guy? What the hell is this? Is it supposed to be a? He's getting a. Oh, here. So I'm not sure. Oh, trust Pauline. So I don't know if it's done as a joke or it's done. I think the numbers have dropped off in the interim with long speeches. It's always tricky whether you know how long you go for. I have no idea about the Pauline. And this, the Jesus lady is just a bit confused by it all. Here's the Channel 9 man getting in position, missing the Pauline. He's got perfect position for it. Not quite. I trust Pauline Hanson, One Nation, so I'm not quite sure about it, but it's here nonetheless. Makes for a good, certainly makes for a good backdrop of it all. Not getting hassled by anyone, so I don't know if it's, yeah, like I said, there's Bob, the Palestinian Bob is here in position as well with his giant flag. The Channel 9 guy is positioning now. I think just so you want a shot of the Pauline Hanson couple. Yeah. All right. Okay. So it is pre-organised. Oh, okay. Building behind Pauline's head there. It'll look better as we get out of that. There's the new bike parking spots. And I always like to point out the broken, smashed up things. And they're just everywhere. They're everywhere. So all the kids will be riding them home, I guess. Alright, so we're heading off now down Park Street. Bob's leading the way with his giant Palestinian flag. Or maybe they're going to go 2 blocks by the look of it, not 1 block, because it looks like they got it barred off down at Castlereagh, not Pitt. A few people are getting through. Oh no, they're gonna go down to the left, down Pitt Street. Sorry, my mistake. There's bikes everywhere. All right, so it's a public order riot squad vehicle. We'll start a fresh clip now. It is a narrow old street now because they've killed a lot of the parking. Yeah, kids out the front. They're not standing behind the barrier like they normally do at protests. I don't think they have the... Yeah, well, a lot of them said that's the first protest they've been to. Yeah, they're very excited, very excitable. got no chance of, zoom out a bit, I got no chance of getting in front of them now, so I asked the cop which way did they turn at the end, left or right. He goes, oh, I don't know. It's just, okay. And he said they saw joy being at the back of the protest. He just stands there and follows. Pretty much that's a cop for you. And then I asked another one, he goes, oh, I think they turn left. So I was like, yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is cut through. So this is the, I don't know what they call this thing. It's the, I always say it's the Kinnikinea building, which I don't pronounce right either, but it's a bookshop upstairs. So whatever the name of the centre is, we're going to cut through. It'll bring us back through to George Street. But I doubt they're going to come up George. They don't generally do. So we might have to do another cut through at the end here, which is, so we're coming straight across now, which is the QBB, that building there. So I doubt they're going to, I'll walk down here. If I catch them, I catch them. If not, we'll see them on the return. Get a good chance to look at the bikes while we're here. The mobile garbage bins, as I like to call them. Look at this. They are just everywhere now. Lucky there are none of them are falling over. Usually, they're not very. They're not. You know, usually it's always durries. It's durries and coffee cups and chicken nuggets. If anyone's watched any of my rants before. All right, let's not listen to me rabbiting on. Let's head down. It's a beautiful QBB building in the city. It's QBB station on the tramway. A lot of homeless live across here now. There's a guy sitting there just chilling and relaxing. Plenty more down the end. People come along, give them some tucker. A bit of noise. So we'll walk. Oh no, the cops here. See, the cops are the same. They're doing the riot squad don't want to follow along. They just do the same. They cut through. So that's the riot squad boys. They're going to cut them off at the. They're going to force them to turn up into what do you call that street? Market Street. All right, let's get down there. All right, so now we're down at the corner, which is Maya, the corner of Market and George, and the riot cops have taken up position either side of the tram lines and make sure they continue on. So it's more than a block, it's a couple of blocks. It's quite a few blocks in the end. So these kids are they're kind of well ahead of the rest of the pack. The main group is there. We might be able to get a good shot of them. Cops have made these guys stop, but everyone's sort of bunched up a little now. I think it's just to keep to make sure everyone catches up. The big copper in charge, he's got them marching along. That's the Palestinian guy. They're going to turn here now into York Street. So it is kind of like a couple of blocks, a short march. That's the town hall at the end. The town hall is at the end there, so it's not far, they're not far off.
Take one nation there as well. 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 Racist sex is anti-queer. Hanson is not welcome here. Racist sex is anti-queer.
Quite know what the story is. Hey, what's your story, brother? Can I ask? What's your story? Oh, you're just part of it. The outfit, I mean. Oh, okay. Oh, ask
That's
them.
what the story is.
Okay, no, I'm just asking your story for the outfit. That's- okay, I'll ask them. No worries, all good. Yeah, interact with the guy. He's not gonna. He's just wandering along. I don't know. He's just yelling at people now. How are you, kids? Ah. Oh, sure. He's good value anyway. Whatever the hell he's on about, I don't know. I'll get ahead. Yeah, that guy, he's copping a bit more. He's copping a bit more abuse, and now the cops are having a bit of a word to him. I think it's like. He's copping a lot of. He's copping a lot of flack from these are the organisers, and then he's getting booed a bit by the punchers. Not getting a very friendly reception. Here's the bikes. Watch out for the bike. The mobile garbage bins. Whoop. Hey, this guy's not going to go anywhere. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, the cop will tell him. I'm not sure why they're chanting. Oh, they're workers up the top. They're very easily G'd up. Forgotten about the Pauline Hanson lookalike guy. Here's a couple more here. There's the other Pauline Hanson lookalike. These are really young kids are really having a go at him. Yeah, the cops are not doing much about him, really. All right, this is the Homewood stretch now. Coming back around, that's Town Hall, that's Woolies building. So we've done a loop. Where's he gone? Oh, he's there. He's gotten past. He's getting a high five from a lady. Ladies. Yeah, he's copping some curry as he goes. Oh, this poor old bugger. I got a head on him. And the cops are moving him on. So we'll head back. I don't know. It's probably worth. If anything's going to happen, it'll be around him probably. But I can see the flashing light, so they're not far off now. Cheering again for something. I think it's usually a cheer in acknowledgement of someone, giving them some acknowledgement. I think. Who knows? These kids are all gathered up on the steps now, Town Hall steps. I'm sure it'll just disperse momentarily, I'd say. I might go the under and underneath method and get to the other end. Alright, I think the Hanson guy's given up now. And the traffic will be... Oh no, he's still down there where we left him on the corner with a lady. This is the end now, this is the end of it. I'll zoom in here to Town Hall and that will be it. It's beer o'clock for me anyway. But these will be the prize bins, these bikes, because they're like I said, I was going over the bikes, but they're everywhere. And they're always just literally just garbage bins full of, like someone has a Krispy Kreme drink, throw it in there. Read the paper, fuck that off. Everything else, it's always just dumped in there. There's some dudes. These guys are the these guys are the cause of the bloody problem using the damn things. But someone else will use it. Oh, look at this one. It's got like a bag of urine or something in it. I don't know what the hell this is. But there, look at that. You got some Maccas, some drinks, some coffees, a bit orange. Bag of urine. I figure what's this? Tablets? What the fuck are those things? Yeah, I'll wash my hands after this. I don't usually wash them, but I'll wash them today. Alright, so that's that. Let's get back over there. Forget the bikes for 2 minutes. Bob's over there on the corner. I think he does a lot of just standing around on the corner waving the flag lately because the PAG rallies have kind of flagged. Whoop, fuck, I'm in the middle of the traffic now. It's restarted. Sorry about that. Let's get off the road. Get back to safety. Alright, so they're all gathered around the steps. Yeah, oh, I should have got that bit. The cops have pushed them all back off the steps because they don't like them getting on the steps for whatever reason, I don't know. Yeah, so they are heading. Alright, so it's just a very orderly maneuvering back into the town hall square again. Yeah, it's a pretty thin blue line today, and the Odin guys, who are the riot squad guys, they'll all be just marching off in about 2 minutes when they've done their bit for the day, back to the gym. And the other cops, the ones that need the gym, will be have to hang around a bit longer. All right, the socialist material being handed out as they arrive. It is very, I mean, I'm not being mean about socialists or anything, but it's very, very socialist oriented today. If someone wants to do a word check and then put into it socialist, you will see it's off the scale. All there's all the goods, the literature you can grab, the red flag. These are more the socialist alternative. So all the socialist material you can get. And then that was the girl. I don't know if she's Jenny. She got the same name as Jenny Leong. I don't know if she is Jenny Leong's relative, but she got up on stage. She was a Leong. I just remember she's a Leong. So there's Josh Lees, the Palestine Action Group guy, handing out the socialist wares to anyone who's keen to get it. There's an excellent. They did a good. As an aside thing, they did a. Pauline Hanson does this little cartoon thing. I haven't seen many lately, but I watched one the other day because it was about the socialists, and it's quite a good depiction of Josh Lees right there. If you look it up, you'll see what I mean. And a guy called Purple Pingers, who's the kind of equivalent in he's the equivalent in Melbourne. So everyone's up on the side steps now. A bit of chanting. Let's see if we can get up there, I guess. Oh, even the cops are over here now. They're blocking off this area, the riot squad guys. Okay, listen to her now.
Let's end this rally with a very long chant to say to all of the Pauline Hanson supporters what we think. So when I say Pauline Hanson, everyone has to say fuck off in their loudest voices. Pauline Hanson! Pauline Hanson! Pauline Hanson!
All right, well, that's kind of it. I'll start wandering and we can listen to the last little bit.
Come back bigger and stronger and really show the So thank you everyone so much for coming. We're gonna end the demonstration here. Everyone get home safely. And just give ourselves another round of applause. Woo! Fuck Pauline Hanson!
All right, that's it. A few more chanting of Pauline Hanson, and then it's all done. And there's someone in the town hall has taken. I've filmed it a few times now, but someone who works in the town hall or who has access to the town hall has taken the time to make a Hanson out sign. The Sydney Town Hall is very. What's the word? Let's not go there. That's another whole conversation. I think it's just people are having a bit of little individual chantings now when they get a chance. We'll go for one last wander and see if we can't see the Solidarity is the other socialist groups, one of the other groups. New South Wales Socialists, another one. Socialist Alliance is the other one. So plenty of them. It's very, very, very socialist oriented. I used to do my the running of the gauntlet of the socialists at the this is the bit people don't like to hear, and this is what gets me in trouble by noticing something that at the Palestine Action Group rallies originally, I used to film it each week and do a thing called the running of the gauntlet of the socialists, where you had to get through, you had to dodge, and they're shoving you a green left and a red flag and a Socialist Alliance, Socialist Alternatives, New South Wales Socialist, Socialist this, the Trotskys, everything. And it's a recruitment drive for them. In that's, I'm not being cruel and mean. I'm just stating the damn obvious. And you can re-listen to it all. You had all their socialist candidates on. Everyone's down with capitalism, up with socialism, and they have a very susceptible audience to that sort of thing here. And the Greens, of course, with Jenny Leong, they want the voting age lowered to 16 because this is all between 16 and 18. That's their base, and they can't get them. They're not allowed to have them. They're not allowed to vote, but that's what they want, and it's been going on for years. Here's a riot squad. There's a lady. Not very often you see a Sheila if I can say that, in the riot squad, but it's she's pretty built, so she's pretty strong. She works out of the gym with the rest of them. The bulk of them are just the kind of weightlifting dudes. That's it. Just as much. Anyway, it's commentary about the cops and commentary about the socialists and. And then commentary about the e-bikes thrown in. So I've got to finish with the e-bikes. I can't not talk about the e-bikes. Strangely enough, there's not many here. It smells really strongly of beer, which is making me salivate, to be honest. Someone must have busted a bottle, or someone must be popping the top off one. But yeah, here they are. So they're just kind of dumped everywhere. And the garbage bin. Look at this freaking garbage over here. And it's town hall. It's a bit of a, it can be a bit of a shithole. You've got a lot of homeless just hanging here, kept trying to get a few bucks. Some adoption day for the rescue cats coming in hot. This guy just kicking shit around as he walks. There's plenty of shit. The bin chickens help by getting it all out. And then this is the new bike racks I was talking about before. And like I said, coffee cups, packs of durries. Someone's had a thing of water here. So this would be from the kids. This would be from today's organisers who've given out water to people. A suitcase, someone if you want it, Nutella, if you get a bit of Nutella on top. And they're all just everywhere. And then the bike. This is the council put the barricades in, but it's a bike lane, a bike parking, and then Australia Post. So someone in the Australia Post vehicle has freaking flattened that one. They're all being flattened. There you go. So do one more bike run while we're at it. I think the traffic has recovered now. But anyway, all right, that's it for me. Signing out for another one. Sorry, a bit of a rant at the end. This guy, Hare Krishna guy with his little bells. jingling along. Hasn't got many other converts with him today. Normally they have quite a few, but not today. He's on his own, just dingling his bells. He's the most freaking. And the other thing I always like to say, this pub too, back in the day, during COVID, I couldn't go in there. Everyone else is allowed in. When people talk about discrimination, it's like they decided after the law said that the unvaccinated were allowed back in, you can't discriminate anymore. Even after that, they decided, no, it's a business decision. We don't want your dirty fucking kind in here. So they continued to discriminate against the unvaccinated. So just me, like everyone else can come in, the trans, the Asian, the you know, if you're a Muslim, well, Muslim don't drink, but if you're Indian or a First Nations person, whatever you are, you can come in, but not you, you dirty fucker. You're unvaccinated, fuck off. There we go. All right, that's it for the bins. That's it for the mobile garbage bins. One last little look, because there's a bit of a mother load over here. This is quite a common corner where they are. Let's see what they got in there. Carpet cleaning business, Aussie. Steamed, they got the steam vac in the back there. Aussie made steam vac. All right, we got to walk. So have one last look at this collection right here. Look at that. What a great collection of these things. I'm sure there'll be no rubbish in any of them, of course. Oh, the nuggets, the chicken nuggets. See? Oh no, maybe not, but they've got some shit in there. Coffee cups. Always a coffee cups. Lady just give me a little funny look as I'm touching all the dirt and the rubbish. Always got coffee cups. No diaries. Some dirty old tissue, some drugs, or a bit. But you gotta, and because they cross the road from there, whatever the fuck this is, a coffee cup and some more shit. Always the same. And then they come and load up a whole bunch more, and then they all fill up as well. This, okay, whatever the hell that is, cigarette butt, all this shit. And then the last one here, Maxi Bond. You got Maxi Bond, heaps of coffee cups, Starbucks, this one, that one, still half full, that one, this one, that one. They're all in there. Enjoy yourself. And then over the road there, you got a whole bunch more that they've lined up. They're freshly arrived. All right, signing out for now.
Come in. Does that sound okay?
You're telling me that the far right is on the rise? That parties like Pauline Hanson's One Nation want to roll back women's rights, workers' rights, environmental protections? That you're sick of One Nation's racist, sexist, anti-worker and divisive politics and want to join thousands of students on Thursday, 13th August in a protest around the country? And you want my permission? Of course. Hope you've made a big sign. Have fun.
Authorised by J. McCall, Australian Greens, Canberra.
What is the role of a sitting member of parliament? I mean, I'll tell you what it's not. It's not their role to tell children to skip school and go to a protest. Pretty sure that's not in your job description.
Come in. Does that sound okay?
You're telling me that the far right is on the rise? That parties like Pauline Hanson's One Nation want to roll back women's rights, workers' rights, environmental protections? That you're sick of One Nation's racist, sexist, anti-worker and divisive politics and want to join thousands of students on Thursday, 13th August in a protest around the country? And you want my permission? Of course. Hope you've made a big sign. Have fun.
All right, so she didn't technically tell kids to go. However, she's promoting a protest that is for high schoolers. So to attend that protest, you would have to skip school. Definitely not in her job description. Definitely not. But also, while we're at it, in my opinion, she shouldn't even be in Parliament. She's a foreigner. I don't think that we should have foreigners in Parliament. And while I'm at it, she's also female. I don't think we should have females in Parliament either, because they do stupid woke shit like this. Like promoting a protest that is going to have your child skip school to attend. What a joke.
Next week, students are walking out of class and taking to the streets to protest Pauline Hanson.
One Nation isn't just any other political party. They're the sharp edge of a far right that is rising all around the world.
And here in Australia, Pauline Hanson is pushing fascist politics into the mainstream.
Hanson
Hanson wants to attack and divide ordinary people. She blames and scapegoats migrants for the cost of living and housing crisis.
While she goes on holidays with the politicians and billionaires actually responsible.
She recently called for a return of the White Australia policy and wants to carry out mass deportations of Muslims and brown people
And roll back women's basic rights to abortion and parental leave.
Far-right is not going away if we ignore them. Every single gain that they've made because they've been allowed to organise and spread their politics. It's up to us to confront them.
Students have a proud history of standing up against the far-right and oppression. They led protests against Hanson in the 90s, and now it's our turn.
So wherever you are in the country, we'll see you on the streets August 13th.
How were your guys' first weeks of classes?
It's been kind of chill actually. Oh crap. Critical Oz alert. The far right is rising. Take action immediately.
But what can we do about it?
I know. We can go protest Pauline Hanson on August 13th, Thursday, 1 o'clock.